Hey boys and girls, so we're back for another week. Obviously we're on the S10 again. A lot has changed since the last video. I've since that video picked up a 5.3 and a 6 liter to replace the 5.3 that let go in the S10. The 6 liter is sitting there. Needs some work, nothing crazy. It's basically just a dirty, 6.3. Nothing, or 6.0. Nothing crazy going on there. This is the thing that showed up. You can probably guess what it is. I'm not showing it till I'm ready to unwrap it to put it on though. And this is where we sit. That is not the old 5.3, obviously. This is the other 5.3 that I just went and bought, which ironically I do believe has better heads on it than the other one did. I think. Where's the number at? 860. Actually, I think it's the same head. So this is essentially the same exact engine. Not got to hear it crank yet. I did see a video of it running though on the ad that I bought it and the 6 liter from. We just did a quick clean, slapped the new oil pan on it, and just kind of sending it. Nothing crazy. I probably should have did more work while it was out, but we're just not worried about it. We threw the intake on, threw the injectors that came with this engine on, because, well, this engine was running on all 8 cylinders with them. Threw the injectors back, or the coil packs back on, all that stuff. Got most of the wiring kind of situated. Got it a little cleaner than it was last time. So that's a good start. I still got to put the headers back on, starter back on, all of that. But that's what we're going to do this video, is work on getting this thing running again. That's the goal for the end of this video. I know I've said that like the last 3, is this thing running, and then things have come back to haunt me. But that's the goal for this video, is to get it going again. But this was basically, so within a 24-hour period, we got the other 5.3 running. It turned cylinder 8 into confetti. We pulled it, figured out the wrist pin snapped off, or the wrist pin locked up and caused everything to go haywire. Stripped that down to where it's now setting. It's now setting out there in timeout. I'll probably pull some more parts off of it later, but for right now, it's bad motor. I went the next morning, picked up that 5.3 and that 6.0 from another guy, and then Seth and Austin come over. We opted to leave the camera off and just start thrashing. We managed from about 6 o'clock that night to 4 a.m. in the morning. We got this in, everything bolted down, and done to this point. And this is where, like, okay, at this point I need to start filming, because if not, then what am I even doing? So we opted to wait till this point because, well, frankly, I just need to get some work done. And that's what it boiled down to. Because while I want to show everything and blah, 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 the typical YouTuber stuff, this was supposed to be done so I could get a different car in here about 2 weeks ago. And obviously it's looking like another week before that's even going to be able to come here. And it's not like a huge deal because it's a buddy's car, but it's something I want to get to work on. It's something he wants to see me get to work on because he doesn't have time for it himself. So this needs to stop being stubborn and work. So yeah, all right. That's enough yapping for the beginning of the video. Let's dive in and get something done. All right, first little task done, just to kind of get started. I de-loomed the factory S10 harness, wrapped it in tape, cut out the wires. I don't know why I said shorted out, but cut out the wires I didn't need, got it run across. And these are the sections that Seth lengthened the other day. These two right here are the wires going down to the starter. I don't remember which one's which. I gotta ask him. And actually, I think they only fit certain ones. And that is our crank sensor wire that he had to lengthen to get it all the way down to where it needed to be safely. Yes?
Yes, I just what length it's saying.
I know. The tiny tots pointing out the fact that we have 3 LSs over here that all look the same. That's because they kind of are the same, baby. One of them's slightly smaller than the other two, but looking at it, you'd never know it.
Okay, that one is a male.
Nope, the one on the end.
What?
Yep. I know.
But that one look smaller than a other two.
I know, it was because that one's got less stuff on it, and it doesn't have stuff sitting on top of it. So she thought the 6 liter in the middle was the little one. And no, that one's a 6 liter. This one's a 6 liter, and that's a 5.3 liter. Yeah.
I don't know.
I know.
That's
Yeah.
so
So, I'm up in the air on which one of these two is going into the Impala. One of these two is going in the Impala. That's going into my buddy's car that we'll be bringing over. Probably in another video or two, you guys will see that. Because, well, this has to be a thing first. But yeah, alright. Don't distract me. So, but, alright. So the next thing we're going to do is get those wires down, get the starter ran in, get that all bolted back in. And then, from what you guys have seen in previous videos, I have changed up the water pump setup I'm going with. I'm going to give this a shot, see how well it fits, see if it actually fits. That is the oil, not the oil pump. This is the water pump off of a early LS Camaro / Corvette. I got that, the belt tensioner that goes with it, and down here in this little box, these adapters that push this pump out to match the truck accessory drive. So by doing that, it allows me to go ahead and continue running all the truck parts that I already have. So I don't need to buy all new accessories and things. It'll just work with that, hopefully. So, because yeah, don't want to leave that down there. I bought a new toy to do some of this and then promptly found my butane. So, yeah. It is a mini heat gun, even though I know looking at it on camera, that's not what it looks like. That's not good. Never mind, let's not look at that no more. So, yes, I'm procrastinating getting under the truck because I don't want to. But I think that's where we're at. I gotta get under there, get the starter on, get the wires hooked up. And then from there, that needs a new end put on it so it can be bolted. And then after the starter's in, we can start putting headers and stuff back on. So that's the other end of the ground wire. That's the chassis side ground. I think the chassis and the battery ground are, the grounds are both going to the engine. So, and then I've got to make another ground to go. Yeah, I think this is the chassis ground wire that needs hooked into there too. So, and then the fun one to figure out on what exactly I'm going to do is this right here is the ground that's supposed to be on the back of the head. I can't get to that to do that. So we're going to figure out how we're going to make that go from there to somewhere good, probably still on the engine, but not on the head because, well, we can't get to the head. So we might have to figure out how to extend that one because I really don't want to take all those wires out to do it. I don't know how well that's going to work if I just nut and bolt that together and tape it up, or cram it into another crimp connector on the one end and then a wire was on the other. So I had it up on the firewall last time. We might go ahead and just try that again, see if that will still work. If it does, cool. I just question whether or not that was part of my running issues last time. Maybe only part of the coils or part of the injectors was getting grounded like they needed to, but yeah. All right, enough yapping. Get some more work done. All right, so starter's on. Wires are hooked up to the starter. I got the battery hooked up. The light comes on in the truck, so there is some power somewhere. Turn that on. The battery voltmeter comes on. Nothing else moves because, well, not working. The oil pressure gauge is pegged. I think that was pegged before. All right, let's see what happens. You crank. Downside, I just remember there's no oil in it. So that's a thing. So before we do any more, we're going to disconnect that battery and we're going to put the oil filter on so we can put some oil in it. And it wasn't even doing a thing. Son of a bitch. Oh, okay, no, it was. Was it? Alright, here goes nothing. Put the keys in it. Yep, keys in it. Oh, hey, battery's not hooked up. That helped. No smoky or the battery hooked up. Okay. We're getting closer. Ah, come on. Nova was a pain in the first time too. Doesn't sound bad. Or that battery's getting weak. No accessories on it, so nothing's happening. It started! Yay. Alright, there we go. It's running. We got a little bit more to do yet, obviously, because I want to get the accessory drives and everything put back on it and go from there. That's going to be tonight. We're going to get that done. It's dark now. One of my buddies stopped by that I haven't seen in a while, so we hung out and talked for a little bit. And it has gotten cold. So I'm probably going to shut the garage door to do everything else, turn the heater on, because I don't want to die. But it looks like I need to find a set of injector or fuel rail O-rings, because one of them's leaking really bad. And that's now the second O-ring I've put. Excuse me. Now that's the second O-ring I've put in, and it's still leaking. So, and I don't have any more without dissecting all the rails on these ones. So chances are I just don't have another good one. Or I do, and the moment I pull those ones apart, they're no longer any good. So we're gonna look at ordering a set and go from there. But hey, it ran. That's something. That's something good. So the next step, like I said, we're gonna get the rest of that put together, get the radiator thrown in. Probably gonna try to drop the transmission pan tonight, swap out the filter so we can dump trans fluid in it, which I don't think we have any. So that'll be a whole thing. What's over here? What is this? That's coolant. So yeah, the goal is not to get it running by the end of or get it driving by the end of the night, but by the end of this movie it will be. By the end of this video it will be. Nice to get that far at least though. Now to get this all put together. That way, you know, it can run for more than 3 seconds at a time. Baby steps. Baby steps. Alright. More progress made. Got the water pump on. Also got the steam port bypass thing, or the steam port line that's ran. Hopefully that's going to be okay. These were weird because A, I didn't realize that was even there, and B, they were tapped for 3/8 24 UNF, which would have been fine because I had a plug and that, but the plug didn't have a stop, so it didn't matter how far you went. The plug would never get tight, and there was no real way of sealing it. So if I would have just kept turning, it would have eventually just fell into the water pump, and that's not going to work. And I didn't figure that out until after I had the parts on. And they were like, hey, what's this thing for? And I'm like, oh, there's a hole in one. Son of a bitch. So I was like, well, cool. I bet it looks like it's probably 1/8 NPT. Perfect. So I grabbed these, because, you know, I bought one of these to use as an upper radiator hose to play with the length, and to get everything else right for that bypass, or for the steam port, whatever. The words that are failing me right now. I was using one of them. Well, that's why I put it in, and I started to try to put one in and realized real quickly that's not what they were, and I looked it up, and it's 3/8 24 UNF. I was like, well, that's a weird one to use. Okay, so I went to the auto parts store to try to find, you know, a barb fitting for that. And, of course, they didn't have one. But I still have my buddy's tap and die we were using earlier. And what was in there? 1/8 NPT tap. And, well, that fixed it. It'll be okay. Sounds like Austin's here. I believe Austin is here. So the next thing we get to do is... Yes, I hear his truck. He is most definitely here. You can hear him a block away. Where's the opening for this? Ah, there we go. This is the next thing we get to do. Hope I have the right bolts for this. I feel like these are going to be way too long. We're going to find out, though. Oh, let's see here. We'll just fight with one bolt and one free hand. Don't touch the battery. Don't unhook the battery. That's probably a good idea. Not really a necessary thing to have on at the moment. Come on. You thread in? Okay, I guess maybe that was an important question before I start. Are these the same thread as the other one? Yes, yes they are. It's just being difficult for whatever reason. There we go. There we go. Which means this should be the right one. Ow. Ah! Cooperate, please. Of course it's not the right one. Of course it's 15 and not 13. I should probably quit for the night at the rate I'm going. I'm going to destroy something. Huh?
Why does it always smell in here?
Because it's diesel.
It smells like gasoline.
Oh, that's because this did a thing. We need new O-rings.
Need a new S10?
Yes, need a new S10. Throw it all out and start again.
We've done sillier things.
This is true. This is true. We have. I have definitely scrapped cars for less than this thing's put me through.
Hey.
So I don't know how long Landon took doing it because I got frustrated and just went to break with her and got food. But I came back and the header was on and that bolt's in and tight.
That's all that matters.
That is all that matters.
Thank you, Landon. You deserve food.
I asked him if he wanted food while I was not here because we went to Hotheads. Like, would you like Hotheads? And I never got a response, and I got a call that was done.
So
and then
he's at the bar looking for ratchets, is what I'm hearing.
He might be. I don't know. This was earlier. The sun was still out at this point. And then
absolutely nothing.
And then that is fair. These adapter blocks I didn't realize had a port to run the steam port to. Yeah. Cool.
But inconvenient when you don't know about it.
Yes. And even more inconvenient when the plug won't actually plug it because it's not NPT, so it never gets tight. And you can just run the plug all the way in. But when you stop giving a shit and just put the tap on a drill, suddenly 3HUNF becomes 1/8 NPT.
Fair enough.
It's amazing how that works. Especially with it being aluminum. Yeah, it worked just fine. Perfect. Yeah, this is where we're at though with the accessory drive.
It looks okay.
So I would start it, but then things come out of here.
Oh, it's leaking gas out of the...
Well, it wasn't leaking gas out of that one at first. It was leaking gas out of this one that didn't have an O-ring in it. And then it started leaking gas out of this one that does have an O-ring, but I don't think the O-ring's any good now.
Those are the ones we changed, because the other ones look like crap.
Well, that's funny, because this one didn't have one in it at all. So, I don't know what exactly happened, or what the problem is. But, because I don't have another one of those. Oh, hey, I have another one. We could try another O-ring. I have another one.
The O-rings that are in that are the gross ones, I think.
Well, it might be.
I have a freaking assortment of O-rings. Oh, so do you.
So do I, but the problem is these are all too thin. And that, the moment it pressurizes, your entire windshield's coated.
Perfect.
So those don't work.
That's cheap de-icer.
Don't run well that way though. So yeah, at least I'm pretty sure it needs one of these two. And I mean they sealed before.
Yeah, but then we tore both rails apart.
But this is true. It's almost like maybe that was a bad idea. We probably should have just left well enough alone.
Yeah, but that other crossover was rusty, and these are the rails that worked.
This is fair.
Yeah, we were trying to piece two junk rails systems together and make a good rail system.
I have a solution for that coming too.
New rail systems?
No.
Oh.
No. For the injectors that were funky. I bought a thing where you can like plug into them and it pulses them, and then they got a thing that fits onto them, and you just put it on a bottle of brake cleaner. So you spray brake cleaner in it, it pulses them and sprays them out.
I want one of those countertop flow benches.
I seen one of those. That was neat.
I don't know what they cost.
My thing cost $26. That thing cost like $260.
That's worth it.
I'm not saying it's not, but for right now, broke.
Oh yeah, me too.
So, like, for once, actual broke. Not, haha, I have extra money in the account I don't want to touch broke.
I never have that.
I am at, I don't know if I have food money broke.
That's where I'm at every week. It's quite annoying.
That's fair.
I was just trying to trade the Duramax
For a taco?
no. Horrible trade. I was trying to trade the Duramax for a
I know, the taco's worth so much more.
crew cab Dodge with no motor, a trans, and no title, because I happen to have a Dodge motor and trans and a title.
And he said no?
He don't want it because it's a Duramax. If it was an LS truck, he was all for it. The second I said Duramax, he's like, it takes too much effort to swap that. I need an ECM, an engine, a transmission, transfer case, drive shafts. I was like,
No, you need an engine, a transmission, or you need an engine, a torque converter, a wiring harness, and an
I
ECU.
don't have a transmission in it.
Oh.
He needs a whole drivetrain. I was like, I get it. I was like, I'm cutting it up Friday, so if you change your mind by then, I'll trade you. If you don't, it'll be in the junkyard Monday.
Gee, I wonder which one's still worth more money. Dodge with shit drive or no drivetrain and no title? Duramax with title.
His loss.
Yeah, people are... Well, it's good to see people are still peopling.
So maybe I'll make enough money to just go buy that after scrapping the Duramax.
That'd be funny.
And then I'll still be broken up, be able to afford food. But I'll have another project.
I'll have another project, though. That's all that matters. Who needs food?
You can improvise on the food. You can't improvise on buying another truck.
No, you can't. Well, no, that's not fair, because I've watched you improvise that in the... Uh-huh.
I'm giving away my secrets.
Your secrets?
Is this my water from last week?
Probably.
That's good, because I need some hydration.
And topic change. All right, where are we doing? I guess I could just finish the accessory drive and throw you guys up in the tripod. That'd probably be a thing. That would look so much better if someone hadn't gooped it full. Oh well. That's where I'm at. I just don't care anymore. This fucking thing. Ah. All right. I'm figuring out a plan. So, again, more progress made. The water pump's on. We got all the lines figured out. Me and Austin got this all done the other night. He stopped by, we got talking, and just kind of kept working our way through. Realistically, at this point, there is no reason why I shouldn't be able to put coolant in this and be able to run it for an extended period of time. I don't want to do that until I get an exhaust on it, because it's like almost 11 o'clock at night at this point, and it's stupid loud. The air intake setup is done. I gotta get another boot for here. Maybe just a smaller, yeah, just a smaller filter in general too, because that one's just kind of ridiculous. Which sucks, because I have this same exact air intake kit for that, and I am just not seeing that working out well in the long run on it. But we'll see. I could be wrong. I gotta get the O2 sensors put in. I started the fan wiring. It's up here. I gotta wire it into there, wire the fans into it. Progress is definitely being made though. And like I said, this seems like it's going to be permanent this time, so yeah. And I also don't want to go super crazy running the engine until I can put some fluid in the transmission as well. So yeah, I got it setting out in the car. I got a trans cooler setting in the car. Now, if I really wanted to, I believe the trans cooler line kit I got will just plumb into the radiator, and I could do that and get away with it. But it's not necessarily how I would like to do it. I'd like to have it on a separate system, just like I have the Nova. Maybe punch a hole through here for the lines to come through. All that fun stuff. As I haven't quite got to that point yet. Or can I go? That's inside that box section. So that ain't gonna work. Yeah. So there's options on how I can do everything else yet. Just kind of looking to see where I can go and what I can do as far as those trans cooler lines go, or just go from underneath and up. Either way, there's ways of routing it. Then I also think I'd have to take this off to mount that trans cooler. Maybe I will just plumb it into here. Not really a reason not to. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge shortly. That bridge probably won't be a tonight thing. Yeah. We're getting close though. We're getting really close. I think Austin's stopping by again tonight too after he gets off of work. So we are just slowly kind of making our way through things. But I did the check. The alternator is working. I ran this red wire right here. It's into this loom a little ways, and it just got to where it was going to be a pain to keep feeding it through. It's ran up to this block is all of our non-constant power. That block is all of our constant power. So everything's nice and neat up on the firewall, easy to get to. Basically, there is zero wiring going from the engine into the truck. Not really much of a need for any of it to go directly into the truck. Weird as that sounds, which gives me a better idea on how I'm going to wire the Impala too, because I can keep literally everything in completely separate from each other. So, which means unlike the Nova, where all the wiring does go into the car, this can be pulled in and out very easily without messing with any of the wiring in a big manner. Like, I don't have to disconnect the ECU and everything. I can literally just take the intake off, take the coil packs off, and pretty much set them to the side and pull the engine in and out however I want. So, which makes it a lot simpler. Yeah. Alright, enough yapping. Yet again, enough yapping. We're baby steps. We're getting there. So this is definitely long enough. I'd like to find a way to maybe mount it a bit more securely. But then again, if I'm going to leave this monstrous filter on, it's going to support itself just fine. So I also need to do something about an overflow tank. Might just do a drain hose and call it a day. But we're getting closer. We're getting a lot closer. I think the biggest hurdle now at this point is figuring out the shifter, because the shifter hits the head back here, and now with everything hooked up, it is a nightmare to get back there to it. Which means fuel lines and stuff may have to come back off just to get back there to it a little easier. And that is the plug for the O2 sensor. So, yeah, I'm still trying to get used to holding this camera. It's like, for some reason, if I hold it straight, like, here's the center of me, here's the center of camera, but the screen's centered in front of me right now. So it's like I need to hold it like this to like center myself, and like I'm always like, if I want what I'm showing you here, it always seems like it ends up here. I'm still trying to get used to this thing, guys, and I'm terrible, but I film and I hold it in front of me, but I don't necessarily look into it the whole time. So I'm still getting used to it. Oh, all right. Oh yeah. I think I'm going to use some of this strap to make my mounts for up here. I'm just going to take this bolt out, use a section of this strap, go from here to here, hold it on there, and then from that one right there to right above it. And that should hold the radiator in place. It doesn't need to be anything too crazy. I mean, right now I don't even think it really wants to move because it's kind of, we might have accidentally bent the core support, and for us it's been the core support. Now the radiator fits really tight. So, yeah. All right, I want to get this wiring done. You on how much work you want to do to make that work.
Pull the dipstick out. Wasn't very hard.
You act like I can reach it.
Fucking get legs, bitch.
I'm working on it.
Buy some damn stilts.
I can't pull it from up here.
Why is it so tight now?
Probably because there's an engine and transmission against it.
What do you mean? I put it in here. Look, it's out.
All right, well, it's probably the angle I was pulling it from. Let's not shove the metal thing directly into the...
Oh, well, or not.
Sorry, I was trying to make sure it didn't fall.
I'm gonna need a wrench.
Okay, do you have an idea on size? Remember, standard, not metric. God, the garage is a mess. Why didn't you clean more?
I think that's the question I should ask you.
No.
I want to
Here.
say a half inch.
Oh, that's probably...
Fucking not even close. Not even a little bit.
So way too big?
No, it needs to go one size down. What size is it? 5/8. That's one down from 5.
9/16.
That one. I was like, what the fuck's hitting me in the head? It's a damn flashlight.
Oh,
Who put this jack stand here?
I don't know. Definitely wasn't me. I would have never put something like that in the way.
I don't know why you're joking around with this shit. Fucking go give me a damn fucking socket and a
Oh,
swivel.
you want a socket? Okay, well you didn't tell me that's what you wanted. Use your words.
Yeah, I like hitting it up against the floor and the fucking transmission itself.
Deep well or shallow?
It doesn't matter. Either one.
And you said a swivel?
Preferably in a small extension and a ratchet.
All right.
Hey, there's a dent in your floor. Fuck.
Oh, I wouldn't have any idea how that got there. Definitely wasn't from me with a hammer.
Shame, this was such a nice floor.
It was. The best part is we got to dent it some more to, you know, make the floor or make the exhaust work. So here's these things I can't get to put together. And that.
What the fuck did you give me half inches? This is huge.
I didn't give you half inch.
No? Where the fuck the extension go? I love all the chrome mixed with fucking...
It's the only swivel I have that didn't break, okay? I don't use swivels a lot. Matter of fact, I didn't use them at all until you showed up.
It's because they fucking come in handy.
I've never used them. I've never been in a situation where they made the situation better. But, you know, I also, before you showed up, worked mostly on Japanese stuff where everything was designed well.
Whatever.
And fit great, and, you know. Now I work on
Blame me for
this.
your American shit.
Yes. Yes, I am.
I bought the Rambler off of you. That was your choice before me.
Yeah, and then you ended up with it. You seen how that went.
Pretty well, run the dries. You're the only one sketched out by it.
How many other people have driven it other than me?
That's not the point.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Drove it one time. How do you drive this thing? Fucking carefully.
Yeah, carefully. It has half a brake, 3/4 of a throttle.
No, those brakes work fine. Oh, shit.
Oh, no. You only get half the brake pedal, and then they just immediately go, stopping everything now.
Well, fucking calm down, Leadfoot.
I didn't. I was doing 35.
You wanna know what's funny? You texted me about that shit, I drove that motherfucker going 60 all the way there. Did not care. I had my arm out the window. I was chilling.
Oh my god. That thing sounded like death at 50. I don't know how you did 60.
Fuck it, dude. At first, second gear, it gets so loud it sounds like a machine gun going off, and then I just shift into third and it stops.
Well, I'm not even talking about the clanking. I'm talking about the engine sounds like it's going to come apart.
Oh, really? It never
This
sounds like
friggin'
that.
thing sounds like the Space Shuttle Columbia.
That's fine.
That's like, god dang.
It's from the 1960s. It sounds like that.
Oh yeah, because it's at 4,000 RPMs and the motor's done at 3,500. What?
The socket does not want to on. It's being a pain in the ass.
You like a shallow well?
No, it just wouldn't slide over it. Like, it was too tight. Like, maybe this is rounded a little bit or something.
Oh, well, I don't know who would have did that. Wasn't me. Legitimately wasn't me. I hadn't touched it yet. Hey, that's not the right fitting at all.
I can't wait to fucking pull this transmission back out. Ow.
That's what you get for saying those words.
I got a second one right here, bitch. You better run, motherfucker.
Seth, how are we doing?
We're dealing?
We're doing.
Oh, I didn't think so. This has been going on for about an hour now.
So the battery died while I was filming earlier. We've been working on transmission things this entire time. Right now, we've got one transline hookup. Whee! All right, let's see. We're in first. Second. Drive. Oh, that was me. Okay, park. Reverse. Neutral. Drive. Second. First.
I mean,
I don't think it's going to get any better than that, bud.
look at the clearance. I'll show you this. There's a lot now. There's about fucking 2 pieces of paper worth and I'm gonna ground off the head of that fucker.
Yeah, that's going to work.
Yeah. Look,
Good enough.
Take a look and see the clearance.
Let's see if we can get down in there. This has been a chore to get this to work. Oh, it's still hitting. Yeah, like
I can get it more.
yeah. Shave down. Now it's not so much the corner as the flat. So you need to angle the whole thing in more.
More Dremel stuff.
Yeah, more Dremel
standing
stuff.
disc. I think this one wore out.
Oh, there's still some there.
Not where I can get it.
Oh well. Well, do you like the? Well, I can't see anything at all while I try to film this.
Don't worry, I can't really see anything either.
Yeah, I'm aware you can't. That's probably what you're doing. Is probably. Why do I always have the blind guy do the thing that takes sight to see to do? Wow, sight to see. That's.
Because you're the one who told me this wouldn't be possible.
This is fair. I did say those words. Those were in fact words that I may have rattled out of my mouth at one point.
I probably should have just put a new one on this. That disintegrated real fast.
If any of you decide to LS swap an S10, don't. It's not worth it. It's a pain in the dick. Get something bigger. And then you just subsequently decide that, oh, on top of using an LS swap, I still want to use my column shift. Just put the floor shift in.
Right.
It's not worth it. Okay, park. Reverse, neutral. I think that's drive. Second, first. Second, drive, neutral, reverse, park. That's good enough.
Not my truck, I don't care. Who could fit a drum? Who couldn't fit a Dremel where? Here, you can do the fine tuning.
I'm good.
I'm probably good with that at this point.
Fuck yeah. Austin came over again.
Hello.
And we got the hood put on. I would start it, but it's still loud as shit because there's no exhaust. And it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, it's pretty much... What else did we do? We did something else, didn't we?
Clearance the hood, that's about it.
Yeah. We had to take a little choppy chop section out of the hood to get it to clear everything. But other than that, which means I probably could have did the same thing on the stock hood.
No.
And the stock hood probably would have cleared.
That's unacceptable behavior.
But then it would have all matched.
Lame.
It would have kept going with the grandpa vibe.
We'll get there. Cow hood's key.
You know what I think is going to happen with the cow hood that's going to completely ruin the grandpa vibe? My big roll of carbon fiber wrap I have downstairs. Because, you know, nothing screams needs carbon fiber quite like a bug guard. So, setting got changed.
The frame per second seemed to be jumping.
Yeah, the setting got changed. That was the problem. One of the settings can't auto-correct it out. Man, I hope I wasn't doing that through all of that. That sucked. But there's the exhaust so far. And what's got to happen from here is that goes there. This goes on here. And I'm pretty sure it's going to go this to here. And that should get me to where I can get the other one done and get the white pipe put on. We just got to get it under, well, I got to get it underneath the truck. You're getting ready to leave. I just got to get it underneath the truck, clamp it down on one end and go from there. So I'm going to figure out this one for sure and then get it put on before I clamp anything down up there. Because the more welds I can do out from underneath of the truck, the happier I'll be. I think the white pipe, I'm going to clamp it together too. Just because then it makes it easier to pull all of it apart.
I think you should run fender exits.
No. If I had a turbo, maybe. So, we've hit yet another just oh so fun moment with the S10. I noticed the last time I started it with the exhaust mostly on it that it sounded like I had a bit of a lifter tick. Like, well, it hasn't run that long. Maybe things just aren't quite to the top yet. So I let it run for a minute. Didn't get any better. I shut it off. Pulled the oil cap off. There's clearly no oil there. Check the oil filter. There's no oil there either. It's not moved any oil yet. I have a sneaking suspicion I just fried this engine, running it for about probably a minute and a half, maybe, with no oil pressure. Yeah, I am just... I've either got a bad oil pump, or more than likely, the little O-ring that goes around the pickup tube the night that we did everything in kind of a, I'm going to say a hurry, but we were all out here just trying to joke around, making the best of the situation, having fun. I don't think we put the O-ring back on, so the pickup tube's not sealed, therefore the pickup tube's not picking anything up. I'm trying to prime the system the way I found online to prime it, and I don't think it's doing any good. It's put about a quart of oil in so far. You start it, it sounds just the same. I started it and let it run for about 15 seconds. And now at this point I'm just afraid to start it again, because every time I start it, it sounds worse. So I'm at a loss on what to do, because obviously the next step is pull another engine and try again, or see if we can get the pickup tube hooked up on this one, and, or, you know, pull the front end apart and See if that's a problem. Put a new oil pump in it. See if that fixes it, you know? I'm at such a loss with this thing at this point because this project has spiraled into something it should have never spiraled into. It should have never been this bad. It's literally an LS into an S10, and yet every step forward feels like 3 steps back. And this is a big bummer because this seems like it was a good engine, and I've probably unknowingly toasted it. I'm at a loss. I mean, we got the exhaust. Hi, boys and girls. We're back with some good news. It didn't have to come back out. So, and it even sounds kind of good. So far, we know we have volts and oil pressure. The temp gauge isn't doing anything, but I don't know if that's just because of the location of it now, or if because the sensor doesn't work with that gauge. I don't know yet. We're gonna cross that bridge as we get to it, but yeah, I know what that is. All right, we're done.
Cut.
Cut.
Roll tape.
Before we break something else, fucking stop. It has no power steering fluid in it.
Oh.
So the pump's going to start getting bad.
it's going to get a little grumpy.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised we made it that long before it started getting grumpy.
Yeah.
So, which filling the power steering on this is going to suck.
Oh, yeah, I saw where that placement was.
Yeah, and the alternator's basically got to come off to fill the damn thing.
Yeah.
So.
And you're going to weld yourself up your own custom filler neck?
I don't know what we're going to do yet. Can I get the cap off without taking it off?
I got a little tricky funnel that we can route down there.
I can get the cap out. So if I can get the cap out, we can get fluid in. It just might take some
finagling
fuckery.
I still got the funnel from doing the transmission on the Civic, so
yeah, I think it's going to be a really small hose just running down into it, which is going to suck to fill it, but you know, gots to do what we gots to do.
Yeah, buddy.
But hey, that makes me feel better. Now I just got to figure out one hose.
Hey guys, it's running. Nothing broke yet.
Fuck. Yeah, every time, dude. I've been so nervous about turning the camera back on. Every time I turn the camera on, something happens. Like I go, all right, it's okay. Ding, ding, ding. Fuck, no, it's not. That's been like the last 5 times I've turned the camera on. You don't understand. Like, it's made me hate this fucking camera. Like, fuck YouTube, I am done. My shit dies every time I turn the camera on. And I can't take it anymore. Like, mentally, I can't fucking take it no more. No, now, seriously, we're at power steering. I got to do the return line for the power steering so I can actually, like, put fluid in the pump.
Yeah.
Transmission fluid. 2 vacuum lines I got to figure out the vacuum line for the brake booster, and I got to run the vacuum line from the transmission up for the modulator valve. I literally just remember that. And the drive shaft. At that point, those 3 things done, or 4 things done, that should put it to, I can drop it down and drive it. So.
We can do it all over again. 3 more vehicles.
3?
Yeah.
What's the 3rd?
We're gonna put an Ellis in the van.
No, you are on your fucking own on that one. No. Nope.
All right, Ellis swap the Lincoln.
No. Again, a hard no. All right, we're gonna do your Galaxy. We're gonna do the Impala. After that, I don't know. probably nothing for a hot minute.
We got 3 engines. Put them in.
Well, I know. I'm waiting for Seth to come up with something.
RAV4.
No. You can just stop now. Okay? You're cut off. You're done. You're done.
You're done.
We're done.
Just pull the Triton out of the Cadillac, drop an LS in it, sell the Cadillac, and Triton for something else.
See, the problem is if I do that, not only am I not getting rid of the Triton, but then I'm probably not getting rid of the Cadillac. So, because if we're going to go through all that, then I might as well just slap that in your car. No. 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 Not doing it.
It'd still be a Ford.
Hard pass.
Still be a Ford.
That's great. If they don't make an oil pan for that I want to try to find. Not front sump.
Oh, shoot.
All right, boys and girls. She is on the ground. And it's not perfect. I'm going to say that right now. Before I even try to drive this thing out of the garage, it is not perfect. The brake booster's not hooked up. The heater core's leaking. The exhaust is half finished. I don't appear to have rear brakes. And that's just the things I can think of off the top of my head. But we're going to see if it'll get out of here. And if it will, we're going to try to go around the block. Oh, this makes me nervous. If it'll go around the block. Reverse, neutral, drive. Oh my God, it moves. Got no speedo. Ooh. Brakes are terrible. Why does it sound like it's not running on all the cylinders now? I think Al's at work. Let's go show Al. Yeah, there's no way it's running on all the cylinders right now. Yep, Al is here. I think they're closing right now. Yep. Dang it. Well, that kills that idea. I was hoping to fix the brakes. Oh. Yeah, I don't feel like we're running on all 8. Not sure why. Like, yeah, if I drop it, nothing happens. That could be that computer still. Because this is the computer we had issues with before. Oh my God, but we can move. Alright, we need to get it back to the house. Not dick around anymore. Oh, we made it around the block in the S10. Ah. Okay, there it sounds like we have all 8. Why is it when we drop it and drive, we don't feel like we have all 8? That is it for right now, guys. Oh my God. This thing has been such a fight. Smoky as hell, too. I know it's still burning some stuff out of the exhaust, but it lives and it moves. Oh my God, I didn't think that day was coming. Oh. Yep. And on that bombshell, boys and girls, we are done for a minute. It's Christmas Eve, it's Christmas Eve. That was my Christmas present. I got to drive the S10. I joked the wife got me some things too. But I'm not really touching it again until after the beginning of the year. Not tonight, but probably I got one more day off yet that's not Christmas. I'm going to spend that editing videos, get another video out to you guys, get this thing. We're at our stopping point for the moment. It is probably going to get parked right here beside the Cadillac for a minute. We are going to get the garage cleaned up and probably get Lucas's car over here. I've got to get HP tuner set up. I've got to get my... Okay. I've got to get my old desktop set up to edit videos, and then I've got to get my video editor laptop set up to do HP tuners. That's where we're at. That's what we got to do. And then we're going to get HP tuners plugged into this and see what I can see. Pay the money to make the computer do the computer things and all that fun stuff. Like I said, driving around the block, it's nowhere near perfect. There's definitely some things going on. It is throwing a check engine code for the mass airflow sensor. So maybe that's bad. But that's the only one I have currently. So we need to see about ordering some, because I need like 3 or 4 of them. So yeah. Just a sigh of relief. That's other things can be wrong now, but the truck moves. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the struggle. The next time you see the S10 on camera, hopefully it will be a little bit better, and we'll be hopefully dialing in the suspension some. It drove really good around the block other than the brake sucking. I'll give it that. Like, the steering was great, drove straight still. Like, you, from a driving aspect, you'd never know I changed anything. Yeah, all right, done yapping. I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Remember, like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Bye-bye.